What a morning face. Hey guys, I'm Mahri and welcome back to more of The Sims 3 for the Realm Challenge. Before we begin here, I do want to just say that the rules for the challenge have been approved by Mod The Sims and they are up on there. This is a comment to you, editing Mahri. Put the link in the description. I say I do that a lot and then I completely forget to do it actually at the end. So that's a message to future Mahri who will be editing this at a later date to put the freaking link in the description, okay? Remember to do that, darn it. You forget way too much. I hope I do remember, you guys. I really am sorry because I edited and I uploaded and stuff slips my mind. And I am making a note to myself personally. I'm talking to you in the future. Put the link in there. But we are waking up this morning. Emmerich is the first one awake here in the house. Everybody else is still asleep. He's up at 4:30 in the morning because why not? Last episode, we spent a lot of time gaining some relationships with our neighbors and all the children, and we were getting Emmerich immersed into the culture and learning and meeting the new generation. And someone in the comments mentioned, I'm really sorry that I always say someone. It's because I don't write down names, and there are a lot of names, and I'm terrible with names and remembering names. But they mentioned about picking the heir or who will be the next successor. And in truth, I never really had a definitive way to do that. I had said it from the beginning of the challenge. I don't really know what I want to do. And I was like, maybe it'll be the first child born with red hair. And that just happened to be Emmerich's hair color. But that can change every generation. So if you guys have any ideas about what I should do to pick another successor, like, I don't know, if we want to change the rules for every generation, there's a different thing that will tell us who will be the next successor, then let me know in the comments. You know, I'd be more than happy to put them into the challenge. I didn't really have an idea about that. I just said the red hair thing because most of the challenge that I was focused on was obviously building the world and not necessarily about how to pick the next successor. So that was a part that's always been up for debate or discussion or can change. Doesn't really bother me which way it goes. It just adds a new element to the challenge. So yeah, if you guys want to give me some ideas, like, I don't know, they have to be a certain trait or we have to alternate genders every heir. I don't really mind. So just let me know some of the suggestions that you guys have. The traits might be a little bit of a weird one because I normally randomize stuff. I give myself a mulligan, but you know, I try to keep it as random as possible just to make things slightly interesting and we don't always get the same Sims, because if you leave it up to me, I'll probably pick a lot of the same traits because obviously I have some favorite traits that happen in the game, but I don't want that to be a stagnant thing. So I try to make it as kind of random as possible. You know, I try to, though I do give myself some mulligans because there are some traits that I really just can't stand and they annoy the heck out of me and I'd rather not have to put up with it. So that's the only reason why I give myself a few mulligans. But yeah, if you have some ideas or some suggestions about what we should do to pick a successor, this wall is irritating me and it's been there for a long time and I just, for some reason right now it's extremely like visible to me and it's kind of making me angry. I'll fix that in a little bit, but yeah, if you have some suggestions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to implement them into the challenge if that's the case. We have picked our baby names last time. I still have my little sticky note right here with our baby names on it. So we're waiting for our next baby to be born. But let's jump back into the challenge. I spent some time building a lot, which you should be seeing before this video starts. If editing Mahri edits the way I expect her to. You hear that, editing Mahri? You got some stuff you gotta edit, okay? And I expect that I would have edited it. That's not really a word. I would expect that I have edited that video and put it right before I started this. So you would have seen me building a garden, which I have not placed yet, and I will do in just a moment here when I cut away for the morning. And we will be purchasing that lot this episode. It's just a community lot. It's sort of a park area where people can go because all of the other families in my world have been a little bit stir crazy because they have nowhere to go. Every other lot is no visitors allowed. And I thought that we should correct that. So building that little lot there was kind of interesting. There's still a big blank space there and I might add more to that lot later. It's sort of left some room there for some future stuff if we absolutely have to. And that's kind of what's chicken harvest. Okay, yeah, and that's kind of what's going on with that lot there. I actually built that lot, funny story, for about 2.5 hours or something. I was working on it and yeah, and then my game crashed. I'm not kidding. I was really irritated at my game because I was building and then I went to go save and I'm like, great, I'm done. This looks great. Let's go back. And then I click the edit sound button to go back and save and my game was like, yeah, I wasn't very happy with my game at that moment in time. Then I couldn't play for a little while because I was really irritated. So it took me a second because I was like really angry at my game, and I was like, I need to close this for a while. Then I had something else to do, so I didn't actually get to do it again until later that night. But I did manage to get it done, and I think it looks okay. I don't know if I like the first way I built it better or not, but we have what we have now. I'm probably going to change it up at some point, you know, as time goes on. But I kind of wanted a place where the kids could go play together, you know, and go have some fun together and just be able to, you know, have a space where they can go meet. It's also kind of doubling as like a, my game just minimized. Oh my god, it's so irritating me. Stop doing that to me, game. Every time I'm in the middle of something, you just decide that you want to screw me over, and you're kind of making me angry right now. I'm already not happy with you. But yeah, I just wanted a place where people could go and get some fresh air, and the kids could play together, and it's sort of like a pit stop as you walk through the town, you know? Sort of like through the town, and to get to the other side, it's sort of like a pit stop, and it will go right here, and I will place that in just a second as we get our day started. It's kind of rainy, so we might not actually get to do much today. It always sucks, you know, but it gives us a good chance to maybe read some books and do some sculpting and painting and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get them started with their day. I'm gonna place that lot. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that lot, and I'll be back as soon as we're ready to get things started. Look at that. Hello guys, welcome back. So basically, everybody's been getting their day started, and it's still really rainy, so I wasn't planning to make anybody go anywhere, but it sounds like Mal just made us a very, very lucrative, really creepy bunny sculpture, so I'm all for it. Thank you, Mal, for making that masterpiece. We will gladly sell it for the 3,000 buckaroonies. Look at Ellie and her tummy, you guys. I'm expecting our baby soon. It will be so nice. We'll get to see what it is. Let's sell this sculpture, though, because I don't want it. It's really creepy, and it's worth a lot of money, so boom shakalaka. But basically it has not stopped raining at all. I haven't placed the lot just yet because I'd like to go visit it, but I mean I should just go ahead and place it. Oh my god, I was gonna call her Olena. That's, oh, Jesus Christ. I was gonna call her Olena. That's not Olena. Ursula is getting a little stir crazy, so it'd be nice to go out and get some fresh air with her and the family, you know, just go out and just get some good air, but it's really rainy, so I don't know if we're gonna do that. Elia painted something brilliant worth 800 buckaroonies. I will gladly sell this bad boy. Let's sell it, boom, and it gets 850 bucks. We're just making that money, yay. I am loving it, and let's do that. Emmerich is upstairs reading. He's got his new homework assignment for the day, so he's done reading his book. Let's return it back to Ursula. He borrows her books all the time because he likes to read. His mom is now not feeling well either. She got a little sick afterwards. Let's just let him start working on this. Sorry about that. My phone was ringing, so I had to kind of do that. I couldn't hear it over my headphones, but it was certainly vibrating on the table next to me, so I do apologize. But yeah, Emmerich's gonna start working on some homework. That's interesting. His notebook goes through the table. I should probably do something about that, and or put something there so it looks like he's writing. But everybody is gonna sort of hang around the house today, I think. It sucks a little bit. I was hoping to place that lot and go visit the park a little bit and get some fresh air, but it looks like the rain, or at least the weather, has not agreeing with me. So we might just chill around the house some, you know? Emmerich's doing his homework. Ursula's taking a bath. Maybe we can come chat with Mal a bit, because you're not very good friends with Mal yet. You're friends with Elia, which is great, but you and Mal are still sort of so maybe we'll have these two chat a bit. Mal, you should probably put some clothes on. He's always in his pajamas when it's a rainy day, you know what I mean? But it's fine. And she broke something, so never mind, Mal. I think you need to be fixing the tub. But we also wanted to get her reading some, because I said it would make sense for her to read a lot, because she's teaching Emmerich everything she reads in the books as well. She's sort of like his main tutor, so let's get her reading some. Let's read this. And Mal, sweetheart, do you want to come upstairs and fix the tub for us, please? Thank you. So these guys are gonna chill around the house. I'm hoping the rain will let up so that we can place our lot and maybe go visit it before the end of the day, you know? The rain in The Sims can be relentless sometimes, I swear. But we'll see how the day goes. Until then, though, I think we're just gonna be doing some around the house stuff, you know, just painting, sculpting, chatting, reading, stuff like that. Nothing too significant. So I'll let you guys know if anything interesting happens, but for now, we're gonna wait for the rain to let up. Okay guys, welcome back for check-in number 2. So it's still raining outside. This rain is not letting up for us today at all. It's terrible. But these guys have been hanging around the house all day. They're now enjoying some lunch together, but Mal sculpted something great earlier that we sold, and Elia just finished another masterpiece painting, basically finishing up her wish to paint, I think, 10 masterpieces. So awesome sauce. She's done really good there. Unroutable sim found. Oh no, Pierce is unroutable. Looks like the game has fixed him though, so no problems. But yeah, so she painted something, a masterpiece, which and finished her not lifetime wish, but her wish she had set there for a while, which was to paint 10 masterpieces. So she's done with that. Ursula made some lunch. They're still hanging around the house, you guys. Nothing interesting has been going on. I'm not kidding you guys. It's been really rainy, pretty bad rainy outside, that to the point where they have not actually done much of anything today. You know, let's play with some blocks, Emmerich. You know, why not? You know, we never use our block table. Might as well. He's just been playing for most of the part today. He's been inside playing all day. Mal has been doing some repairs around the house, and he started another sculpture over here that he's nearly done with. Elia's just been painting. So you guys haven't been missing much today. It sucks because, you know, it's rainy today, and I wanted to go out to our new lot and go do some playing and just get some fresh air. But hopefully the weather will let up tomorrow, and we'll be able to do that tomorrow. I'm hoping that we can, you know. But for now, these guys are still gonna hang around the house. I'll let you guys know if the rain does in fact let up at any point, but for the most part, nothing interesting is happening. How are my horses doing outside? It's pouring raining outside. You're pregnant and you're sick, Elia. You should be going back indoors. What are you doing? But these guys are just gonna chill for the rest of the day, I suppose. Where does she come from? Is Yvette here to visit us? It just ran. Oh, Yvette is here to visit us. Why are you standing outside, little one? Come on inside. Let's go greet her. I didn't even notice that she was here. Let's invite her inside. I didn't hear our doorbell ring. Let's go get her and invite her inside. I did not know you were here. Come on out of the rain, little one. You can come play with Emmerich. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. He's just upstairs in his room playing by himself anyway, so might as well. What are you guys doing outside now? Jesus, why is everybody being so weird? Why don't you guys come inside, not stand outside in the rain, and why don't you guys chat for a bit? Leave the horse alone for now. She's fine. It's raining out and she's inside of her pen grazing and eating. Her son, on the other hand, has run halfway across the world, and I have no idea why. But it's cool. Why don't you chat with Ursula for a little while, seeing as, you know, you don't talk to her as much, or you haven't talked to her as much. Let's ask her about her day. How has your rainy day blues been? Because we've been stuck inside of the house all day long today. Haven't gotten anything else done. Mal hasn't gotten to go out and explore. So let's just chat it up with her for a little while. Elia, you tell that little girlie to get her buns in this house, did you? I guess she did. Did she? Where are you going? Are you going to play with the horses? She's going to play with the horses, I think. Yeah, she was going to play with the horses. Why don't you go upstairs and play with Emmerich? He's just chilling anyway. Yvette, why don't you come up? Can I call her to invite her to play with me? I don't think I can. Like, say, come and play with me. Oh, I can call her over. Let's call her over so that she will come upstairs and maybe you guys can play together. Alright, you guys, so welcome back, and we are here at our park. It is the next morning. I had to do a little bit of catch-up play because my game crashed on me again. I'm getting a little bit worried about that. I'm gonna have to go back in and check out the mods that I've most recently downloaded, because it never crashed on me this often. Like, it did occasionally crash on me from time to time, but I never had that big of an issue with it. But it's been crashing on me more often now. It's not like it's running really weird or I'm doing any particular thing when it crashes. It just sort of crashes. But we've made it over here to our park lot with the family after I've played some catch up, and they're all done for the day and cleaned up, and the chores have been taken care of. I cleared out the dead plants out of the garden and everything like that, but they've all come over together to get some fresh air here at the park in the garden, and it looks like a lot of our friends are here. Last night Yvette came to visit us, and Emmerich and her became pretty good friends, and he wants to be a best friend with her as well as a best friend with Leo, so maybe we'll see him here today. That would be awesome if we did, because then we'd be able to spend some time with them. It looks like Luna's here. Luna, hey Hey, girly girl. I love Luna. Luna and David are here. So let's just go see what we can get ourselves into. So it looks like that Yvette's here. Can we just play on the playground? We can. We can just tell them to play on the playground if we want to. Well, let's see what we can get into while we're here. Let's see. Elia, are you friends? I think you're friends with Danielle, right? No, not actually. So why don't you talk to Danielle since she's here? Let's give, not a flirtatious greeting. Let's give her a funny greeting. Like, girl, how you doing? What you been up to? How's your day been? Since David's here, Mel, why don't you come over and give a chat with him? And let's ask him about his day and see how he's enjoying the new open area for people to be in and discuss a little bit of work. You know, Mal's a very ambitious person. He's very work oriented. So he's like, you know, how's work been for you? You know, have you been finding stuff okay? Have you been able to sustain yourselves well enough? You know, it's very important to talk about the rain that we've been having recently. It's been a crazy time. Emmerich, why don't you come over and can you seesaw with Yvette? Oh, she's going to go play inside of the treehouse though. Maybe you can play with her in the treehouse. Let's go. You can catch fish in this friggin' thing? Hello guys, so I've been hanging out around here testing out this lot. It looks like mostly everything that I've placed is routable, and apparently you can fish inside of this fountain and catch weird little fish and stuff like that. That's kind of interesting, I suppose. But Ellie's been over here chatting with Madeline, just getting to know her a little bit better. She's one that we haven't gotten to know very much. There aren't any other teenagers in the town just yet, and I think that I need to add some more teenagers just to give, you know, a little bit of some people for Miss Madeline to hang around with a lot too. I'm trying to get a variety of ages and stuff inside of the town. But Emmerich is done playing in the treehouse with Yvette. Yvette's riding on the rocking horse. He decided to do some studying, which is totally good. Mal has been playing with a kite for a little while, having some fun, and I thought that it'd be nice for Spade to come over and maybe play around with Luna for a little bit, just because Luna is a girl horse, and who the heck are you? Do the random NPC Sims come to the town? Because I would rather them not. It's just some random, like, maid chick walking through the freaking town. And I would prefer for her not to. But okay, I have to see if there's a way for me to stop that from happening. Yeah, I thought that it'd be nice for Spade to come over and talk to Luna, because Luna's a girl horse, and it's potential that we could breed him to Luna. We're good friends with the Estradas, and I don't think they'd have a problem with us breeding Spade and Luna together. You know, and then maybe we could just take the baby horse once it's born. It would technically, I guess, be in their household because Luna would be their horse, but I don't know. I'm assuming that they wouldn't care if we just took the horse, you know, like the baby horse. We have more space for it and stuff anyway. But I thought that it would be nice to bring Spade over, and he's been playing around with Luna for a little while. They're not the best of friends yet, but I thought it'd be nice to introduce them to each other a little bit better. She came to visit us once, which was nice, but you know, oh, somebody else is sick. Ursula's sick. Ursula went home, by the way. She was done with our shenanigans. She was like, I'm going home. I'm so sick of you people. So she went home without us really doing much with her. She played with the kite a little bit, then Mal had the kite after that. So, you know, they sort of played a little bit around here, and it looks like it's getting late, and Mal is now going home as well. He's like, it's time. I'm tired. I'm going to go home now. So Mal's also going home. He's kind of done with the park for now. Elia will probably be heading home now as well. It's getting kind of late, and I think it's time for her to go home. She's talked with Madeline enough. After they chat for a little while more, she learned that Madeline is friendly. Madeline is a nice girl. Emmerich is done playing, and now he's just on this rocking horse again. Why don't you also head home? It's getting kind of late, little bud. It's 6:30. The sun is going down, and you are getting kind of hungry. So it's almost time for dinner. So I'm gonna have these guys head home. I'm gonna look into trying to stop random Sims from spawning on my lot. I'm pretty sure these are the NPC Sims that the game has reserved for stuff like handyman and the maids and stuff like that. I thought that if I turned out, because they're not immigrants, which is why I think they can spawn, because they're not immigrants, because I turned that part off. But you know, I'm gonna have to see if there's a way to turn off having the NPCs actually visit my lots. There might not be a way to do that, which may just force me to fix all of the NPCs, which is not a huge problem because I should probably do that anyway, just in case I do ever hire a maid or something. And yeah, because that's the pizza person. It's totally just pushing the NPCs to come here. The random people who might come to your lot. So I might just have to individually make each one of them over as I see them, which is something that I knew I might have to do in the long run. Was just not looking forward to it. So I can do that in my spare time, I suppose. Like as I see them come to this lot and stuff, I might do that. Off camera, obviously. And then just, you know, fix them up and stuff like that. But I think that you've played with Luna enough today. You guys are making better friends. Aw, so adorable. So cute. You guys are so cute together. Maybe later in the future, you guys can have a little bambino that we can then adopt and take into our household. But it looks like everybody is at home. He immediately went upstairs to go play on that thing. He's like, I love this rocking horse. I think it's because he's brave. Elia, you need to eat some dinner too before you go. Ursula came back a while ago. She got some fresh air, which was all she really needed. She just needed to get herself some fresh air. She stole a coin from the place as well, and I'm not sure what that's about. But let's go ahead and eat some leftovers here, just like everybody else. I think we need to sell some stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Mal, do you have anything for Elia to sell? You do. You got yourself some buzzberry and some peppermint and some onions, as well as not a dragon kite. You got 2 kites? You took both of them? It's fine. It doesn't matter. Why don't you give a kite to Emmerich? He might like a kite to play with. There you go. So I think that we've had a successful day. We got ourselves a new community lot placed down that we own, and we're still not dirt broke afterwards, which is really good. I can expand on that community lot some more, and I likely will. What? I'm not sure yet. I might just make like a rest stop, or like, you know, like a little place where you can stop and get a drink yourself and, you know, maybe just relax for a little bit. Not necessarily like a tavern, but just a rest spot, you know? I might do something like that. Emmerich got a chance to play with his friends. He wants to own 3 venues. Look at that. He's already ready to own the frickin' town. He's like, I run this place. What are you talking about? He's already ready to own the town. We should probably work on our writing skill. This is worth a lot, though. All right, that's the lowest. So we're just going to do that because that one was the lowest. She also wants to own 3 venues. I do too, you guys. We're slowly going to work on owning the town. Unfortunately, I think everything Mal has is worth more. Not necessarily. That one's actually worth a little less than this, but we're so close to having that baby. I don't want to do that just yet. I'm pretty sure that wish will re-roll as well. I'll set that for you because you might still be with our family when that happens. Stop trying to lead him places. Leave him alone. Zio, are you okay? Why don't you go inside of your pen here and just go to sleep? Because they're constantly trying to lead you places, and it's kind of crazy. But I think we've got everything sold for the day. Not Emmerich, Mal, oh my god, I mixed them up so much, it's kind of crazy. It's like, he looks like his dad, and so every time I want to say Mal, I say Emmerich, when I say Emmerich, I say Mal. But, Mal has not gone out and did anything today, so it's mostly just been, painting and sculpting, and Elia, why don't you come downstairs and finish this up for the night? Because we still got a couple more hours, of time for you guys to be awake before you normally head to bed, so I'm gonna let them just do some more catch up for the night, just, you know, clean up, do more stuff. Emmerich is playing. I think he's read almost every book oh wait, didn't I do the book club thing? Did my book come by any chance? Let's get the mail and let's pay our bills, which are $2,000, you know what I'm saying? That's okay. That's like one of Elia's paintings. We can get that. We can get that taken care of, but I'm waiting for my books. I forgot about that. Let's go check Emmerich and see if your books have come so that you can start reading. Let's see if any new traders have come to town since we have more places open for the public now. We've got that garden that they can come visit, and maybe a trader has come by and dropped a book off, or at least given a book that Emmerich can read. Let's go in there and let's see what we got. Good stuff, good stuff. A freaking message from David. Okay, it says it reads, I find you attractive, but I couldn't tell you in person. David? Don't be weird, friend. Don't be weird. And he paid the bills, but we don't have our book yet, so boo. Boo on you. We don't have our book just yet, which makes me sad, but that's okay. Oh, look, he's making another one of those horse sculptures. I like those. Those are really cute. We already have one, though, so we can probably sell that one once he's done with this. But it looks like that's all that we really are going to get accomplished here today, but I feel like it's still an accomplishment. We've added a new lot. Good job, Ellie. Let's see what it is. Interesting. Let's sell it for $1,000. Thank you. And it was a masterpiece, so you're one step closer to finishing that wish of painting like 15 masterpieces. But the large paintings are worth so much more, so let's get back to doing some of those. Let's try to keep this momentum going. Do I have this one? I might have that one already. I have a lot of paintings around that I don't have. But these guys are going to be finishing up some stuff. It's getting really late, so they're going to be heading to bed. And then we're going to have to end the episode here. So we made some accomplishments, you guys. Like I said earlier in the episode, there is a... the rules for this challenge are up on Mod The Sims. I will leave the link in the description below. And when I say I mean future me editing this video will leave the link in the description below. That's still a message to myself, you guys, by the way. But yeah, so I will leave the link in the description below so that you guys can go to it if you're interested in following the rules. I will probably be tweaking them as the challenge still goes. Like I said, I don't have a lot of stuff is not set in stone, like picking the successor and stuff like that, and I'll probably be subject to tweak things as we go along. That being said, I'm really having a lot of fun with this challenge, and I'm waiting on the next baby to be born. I was hoping they'd be born this episode. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way, but next episode, I'm certain of it. I have a feeling about next episode, but for now, I gotta end this episode here. It's been fun, guys. It's been real fun, and I'll be seeing you guys next episode. I think our next goal that we're gonna work on, I'm gonna get the warden together so that we can get them added into the world, because they will be a huge plus to us when they're added to the world. Outside of that, I think my next goal community lot wise, since we have a little park now that people can kind of go visit out over here, which for the park itself, is Luna still at the park? She is still at the park. She's just hanging out at the park. Okay, that's weird. But for the park itself, or for this ideal itself, I kind of wanted it to be like nestled in the forest, and then the forest slowly dwindles, and then we get more into like a city-esque type of town out here. And I think that the next thing I might work on may be something like a tavern. It might be nice to do, just like a little tavern somewhere where you can stop and grab yourself a drink. I've also been talking about building a church, but I don't know what the church is going to be just yet. The church... It could just be another lot. It might just be a lot that I use for weddings and stuff. It very well could be, because I'll need a lot to do that. I also will probably hold maybe some weddings in this small lot, which is mostly supposed to be a family crypt, not a public crypt, but more for my specific family. I want to own this lot and then be able to do crypts there. But this is the lot that Elia and Mal got married on in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the winter, on this field, and the arch is still there. So it'd be nice to maybe set this up as a smaller wedding lot. So if I ever have family members who don't want to have mega weddings or something like that, they could get married over here on the sacred family ground where the crypts are underneath the lot, and then they can get married on top. But I want to build a big church, likely right here, and I'll probably make that a bigger wedding lot. So if you wanted to have a more massive wedding party, you could do it there. These are obviously going to be different types of stores and townships and stuff like that. So I got a lot of work to do. I just got to plan out what I want to do next. But my next big goal that I definitely want to do is getting the warden in here. I want to do that before the winter time comes, and we got 14 days until winter. I just also like playing in my spare time. So I'm going to work on getting stuff together for the warden. I think that that's going to be super useful to get my hands under right now. I'm going to get them all established, and it sounded like most people were fine with me using some of the names that you guys have given me for baby names for naming some of the wardens, which to me turns out really cool, because if the wardens are going to be huge family friends and huge integral parts to the goings on of Ulokia, then it makes sense, you know, and then it wouldn't be shocking for future generations to name their children after some of the wardens who have made such a huge impact with the family that we have now. So I think I'm going to work on getting that done. Like I said, I'm not going to promise you guys next episode, but definitely really soon. We might play until at least we have our baby born here, and then maybe I'll add the warden after that, so long as I have the time to do it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a like, or don't. That is up to you. But I do hope that you'll come back and join me for more of The Sims 3 for the Realm Challenge here on the channel. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.